Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Bristol Sportplex, your destination for fitness, sports, and fun. Stop by to see what's new and join the action. Thanks to Burwell Construction, building a stronger community one project at a time. For quality and integrity in every build, you can trust Burwell. A special thank you to Toyota of Bristol, your trusted dealership for the best in Toyota vehicles. Whether you're looking for a new ride or expert service, they've got you covered. Planning for your financial future? Concord Wealth Partners offers trusted advice and personalized service to help you reach your goals. As a proud supporter of Tennessee High Athletics, they're invested in the success of our students and our community. Holston Medical Group is proud to care for our community, offering comprehensive health care for the entire family. With offices across the Tri-Cities, we're here when you need us. Holston Medical Group, keeping Viking fans healthy and strong. Hungry after the game? Stop by Johnny Brusco's Pizza for New York-style pizza made fresh with your favorite toppings. Dine in, carry out, or order online. Viking fans know Johnny Brusco's is proud to serve our community. Thank you to Cuddy Insurance, providing peace of mind through comprehensive coverage. For all your insurance needs, they've got you covered. Welcome to Moe's. Thanks to Moe's for their support, serving up fresh, flavorful Tex-Mex with a smile. Stop by for a burrito or taco packed just the way you like it. A huge thank you to UPM Pharmaceuticals, advancing health and wellness through cutting-edge pharmaceutical solutions. Proud to support our local teams. Thank you to Friendship, where friends and great deals come together. Whether you're buying or servicing a car, Friendship's got you covered. Protecting your home, auto, and family starts with Shelter Insurance Agent Freddie Harkleroad. Call or stop by for coverage you can count on. Freddie and Shelter Insurance are proud to cheer alongside Viking fans this season. We appreciate the support from Renaissance Bank, where financial expertise meets friendly service. Banking better to help you reach your goals.
Good evening and welcome to the Viking Sports Network. We've got a special edition of Friday Night Lights here this evening. Thanks for joining us for this live stream audio. The reason we're on audio this week is we're across town, across the state line into Virginia, and we are getting ready to renew this rivalry between Tennessee High and Virginia High as this game's getting ready to kick off. I am your host, CJ Mannahan, flying solo this evening. Producer Colin Moore is in the booth with me, but Mikey Kennedy's on vacation this week, so wish the Kennedys well. But you got me for the evening as we get ready to roll. Tennessee High won the toss, and they deferred, so they're going to kick off to start. So number 12, Dexter Dishner, is getting ready to boot it away. Down to either Jacob Rowe or Caden Law, as it appears, for Virginia High. Nice high kick. It's going to bounce at the 10. It's going to inside the 10 return, and a nice job by the Vikings defense there. Rowe kind of thought that maybe was going to bounce out of bounds, but it ended up bouncing straight up. He had to field it at about the 5-yard line, and he returns it to the 7. So the initial drive for the Bearcats is going to be deep in their territory. Actually, got it out to just past the 12, so got about a 7-yard return. So just outside the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 12 for Virginia High. We'll see what their offense does to begin. Again, Tennessee High coming off their first win of the year in a walk down at Cott County, 35-0 last week. Starting quarterback for Virginia High, number 12, Dion Graham, is flanked by Laws. Number 2 is the running back. 3 wides as the first snap of the game is taking place. Drop back pass. Graham slides out to his left, hits number 14, Jeremy Quinto, the tight end, for a minimal gain. Nice tackle there by Dane Music. Number 4, looks like a gain of about a yard, maybe 2. So first play was a pass. Again, looks like Virginia High wants to spread the Tennessee High defense out. Look like 3 wides and just a sort of a shotgun look, kind of a typical spread offense look as you see. Tennessee High playing that 3-man line with 5 defensive backs. Same set here with 2 wides to the left. 2nd down, and they're going to call it 9. Snap here. Low snap, and we got penalty flags on the field, which is a shame if you're a Bearcat because the Laws had a huge hole to run through right there. But it looks like everybody kind of stopped. And we're going to see, looks like a procedure penalty here, and it is. 5-yard false start on Virginia High, so that's going to back the Bearcats up 5 yards. push this back to about a 2nd and 14. So deep into their territory, back to about the 6.5-yard line here on 2nd down. So Tennessee High with an opportunity maybe to bring some pressure in this kind of distance, behind the chains down in distance. Same exact set, 2 wides to the left, 1 to the right. Graham and Laws in the backfield. It is a handoff. Nope, so fake. Backs inside. Ball's batted around. Nice break on the ball there by number 19, Baron Harkerode. Almost able to come up with an interception. That ball bounced up in the air, the old tip drill, but it fell harmlessly to the turf. And now we're going to see a very long 3rd down deep in Bearcat territory here. 3rd and 14 or so from about the 6.5-yard line. Again, nice read there by Harkerode. It's good fake. It faked me out. Thought they were going to hand that one off. But Graham was able to pull that. But good coverage there by Harkerode. Looked like on Woolen, number 5, to knock that away. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 14, as Tennessee High is going to bring an extra defender here. And again, nice play to the outside. Music, the ball's loose. Oh, ball came out, but they're going to call it dead. That was Graham going off the right side on just a quarterback keeper. Didn't get much, and maybe a half a yard, and that's going to lead to 4th down. Again, maybe a half yard on that one, so going to be about 4th and about 13-14, and Virginia High is going to have to punt it away. So stepping back to punt is Quinto, the man who caught that initial pass. But Tennessee High with 3 stops after that, and they're going to get great field position here as Quinto's punting out of the back of his end zone. Snap is good. The ball is kicked away, and it's a short one. Looks like Bo Utzman is back to receive it. He's going to take that, make one quick move, try to get to the outside. Nice play defensively there by number 7, Chance Wellington, defensive back for the Bearcats. Cut him down after a gain of just maybe a yard or 2. But Tennessee High is going to start their possession at their own at the Virginia High 42-yard line. So really nice defensive stand for Tennessee High to begin the ball game. A punt that was about as good as it could be. But there is a flag on the field. Couldn't hear what the referee was saying. Ball has been picked up, and let's see if there may be a hold or something like that. It looks like it's maybe going to back Tennessee High up. Here it is. So a hold or a block in the back. I didn't see the signal. The referee was out of my sight line there, but it looks like it's going to back Tennessee High up. Oh, well, this looks like more like a 15-yard penalty. So an illegal block of some type, crackback block maybe. That aspect. So that's going to move the ball to Tennessee High's 42-yard line. So 15-yard penalty there. So Tennessee High is going to start in their own territory after that penalty. We've got a 2-wide set to start. Elijah Plumbar, who made his debut last week at Cott County, is starting in the backfield with Jack Richardson. And Tennessee High with a whole host of folks up front. Going to hand the ball to Plumbar to start. He cuts through the middle, picks up about a 3-yard gain, it looks like, off the left side. Tennessee High's first possession of the night is underway. 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the first. Tennessee High, 2nd down and about 7 on their 46-yard line. Same set. Whole host of guys up front, 2 wides with Riley Price and Baron Harkerode as the wide receivers. Richardson tried to draw Virginia High off. Almost got him to jump, and now he's changing the play. Hand off to Plumbar right up the middle, and looks like he's going to get maybe a yard or 2. Virginia High defense doing a good job of keeping him contained. And we're going to see our first Tennessee High 3rd down. It's going to be about 3rd and 6, it appears, from the 48-yard line, just on the Tennessee High side of midfield. So 3rd and about 6, it appears, as we tick down to 9 minutes here in the first quarter. Again, same set for all 3 of these plays. 2 wides, and then Richardson and Plumbar in the back. They're going to send Harkerode in motion, this time to the strong side. Snap to Richardson. He's going to roll out to his right. Looking open to that side. He had Price, but he underthrew the ball. Price had stopped beyond the sticks, but the ball was underthrown. And Tennessee High is going to find themselves in a 4th down now. And looks like they're going to send the punting unit on, try to pin Virginia High back deep. Good play design. Price got himself open beyond the sticks. Ball was just a short hop to him, and Tennessee High misses that opportunity to get their first down of the evening. So Richardson's going to stand back to punt. Back to receive is number 1, Jacob Rowe for Virginia High. Snap back to Richardson's a good one. He boots it away. And it goes over Rowe's head, heading towards the goal line, but it's going to stop and kick backwards, like a nice little sand wedge right there. Kick back, and it looks like it's going to, this drive for Virginia High is going to start right about where the last one ended, just inside the 10-yard line at the 9. So, again, just a reminder, everybody's listening this evening, this game is being broadcast locally here as well. So we're going to have some red hat delays, if you will, some commercial breaks. So just kind of stick with us through those, and we'll let you know when those are going to take place. And I think we are going to have one of those right now. I see the man in the red hat coming onto the field. So we'll step away for just a minute, get a few words from our sponsors. We'll be back here very shortly on the Viking Sports Network as Virginia High starts their second drive.
Fuel up the fresh way at Subway. Whether it's a classic footlong, wrap, or fresh-made salad, there's something for everyone. Subway is proud to keep Viking fans going strong both on game day and every day.
For pizza and more right here in Bristol, head to The Cave, serving up hot, delicious meals the whole family will love. The Cave is more than a restaurant. It's a place where good food and Viking pride come together. Had a fender bender? Take it to EM Collision Repair. Their expert team delivers quality repairs and trusted service to get you back on the road. And just like Viking Athletics, they believe in hard work and strong results.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Each team here has had a drive, and neither team was able to get a first down. So Tennessee High booted it away. Nice kick by Richardson, got over the head of the return man, and it ended up checking up about the 9-yard line. So Virginia High starts 3 wides, same set, handoff up the middle to Laws, and he's met right away by Preston Fagans in the backfield for a loss. Nice job by Fagans, busted through the line. Looks like he stopped Laws there for about a 2-yard loss. So it's going to end up being 2nd and 12, and the ball keeps moving backwards towards the Virginia High goal line. So loss of 2.5. It's going to be 2nd and 12 on the Virginia High 7-yard line. Again, nice play defensively there by Preston Fagans, who read his keys very well and met Laws before he could really get going in the backfield. So 2nd down upcoming. We go 2 wides to the short side of the field, 1 to the wide side. Same set with Laws and Graham in the backfield. Tennessee High with that kind of 3-deep shell defensively. Motion here by Rowe, cross to the wide side. For a quick pass. Here's Graham's going to find some room to run. Ran into his own guy. Then still going up the sideline. Tennessee High missed a couple of tackles there. And Graham is able to get a first down, but we do have a flag in the backfield in the area of offensive holding, very likely. Or we got an illegal shift first. So that erases about a 20-yard run for Graham and is going to move this thing half the distance. And we're going to repeat 2nd down. So move the ball from about the 7-yard line to back about the 3.5. With that penalty. So 2nd down and about looks like about 12 or 13. Actually, now it's about 15 to go. So Virginia High having a hard time getting it out of their own end here. That was a nifty play by Graham. Escaped to his left and was able to outrun the Tennessee High defense. Ran right up the back of one of his wide receivers blocking downfield, but then that's called back. So empty backfield here on this play as Graham is going to be sacked for a safety. Cooper Boer came off the edge in a heartbeat, and before Graham could actually get that ball up to throw, he was sacked in the end zone, and Tennessee High is going to take their first lead of the game, 2-0. So, wow, Boer just kind of like a flash of lightning as I was watching trying to read the quarterback's eyes, see where he was going to go with it. And by the time he was trying to release it, Boer was all over him and ended up sacking him in the end zone. So Tennessee High takes a 2-0 lead on some stellar defense where Virginia High hasn't been able to get it outside their own 10-yard line on 2 possessions, and it ends the second possession with a safety. second time this year that Tennessee High's defense has actually led the scoring. First game against Westridge. Boer again, he was the man in both occasions. Boer picked up a fumble at about the 25-yard line and ran it back 75 yards for a touchdown. Here, he brings the heat against the Virginia High offense, sacks Deion Graham in the end zone, and Tennessee High takes a 2-0 lead. Now, as well, they're going to get the ball with Virginia High now having to kick from their own 20-yard line. And Tennessee High with an opportunity to go back on offense with great field position. Let's see what Virginia High chooses to do, because you can either punt this ball or you can place kick it, whichever they choose. It looks like the punter Quinto is out there for Virginia High. Maybe going to try to boot this about as far as he can and maybe try to get some hang time on it to where his coverage team can get down. But either way, Tennessee High should get excellent field position here going into their second offensive possession. So Quinto's getting his guys lined up. He's going to step into this thing. Again, this is coming from the 20-yard line, so Tennessee High with an opportunity to return this. It's a high kick. Looks like Riley Price is going to make a fair catch, and he did. And the referees missed it because he definitely made a wave with his hand. No flag was thrown, and Price then carries that ball back across midfield to, looks like about the Virginia High 48 or 49-yard line. It's kind of wild because that was fairly obvious that the fair catch sign was given, which is fine, but the ball is dead at that point. The referees did not see it, and now they're discussing it, but there was no flag thrown initially. And high school rules are a little different. I don't know if there's a penalty attached to that if you make the fair catch sign and then try to return it. In college, it's just dead. So I think the referees are maybe making that going to make this adjustment. Yeah, it's the right call. So it is an infraction, and Tennessee High is going to be penalized back to their 20-yard line, thereabouts. They're going to put it back at the 20, which is kind of, I don't know. I'd have to get some ruling on that, because that seems a lot farther than what even a 15-yard penalty would have been. Because it looked like Price made that. Yeah, that's not right. Yeah, so they moved it all the way back to the 20. It looked like Price made the fair catch sign about it was ahead of the 40-yard line. So I don't know what the penalty yardage would be on this one or what the explanation would be, because they moved it, literally put the nose of the ball on the 20. I can't imagine that's correct based on where that took place. By the way, the referees never actually did throw a flag. So, yeah, okay, here we go. Now we're going back the other direction. Well, I wish we had some video for this one, Colin. This would have been really good for us to see. I think they're going to take it back to where he actually made the fair catch sign, which is right about the 40-yard line. That's correct. Yeah, the 35. So maybe it's a 5-yard penalty. That makes more sense. So a fair catch infraction cost Tennessee High 5 yards, and now we are at the Tennessee High 35-yard line. First down on the second possession with Tennessee High ahead 2-0. So we got a baseball score. We got all kinds of craziness happening. You know, it's Virginia High, Tennessee High. Blumbar off the left side. It's got a lot of room. Looks like we're going to have a holding penalty. Going to call this one back, though. Really gaping hole on the left-hand side there, and Plumbar scooted through for about a 15, well, close to 20-yard gain, but it is going to come back. The flag came out very quickly, and it's going to be a hold on Tennessee High, so they're going to get this backed up. So both teams struggling with some penalties here in the early phase. I think the emotion out here is palpable. The stands are full, by the way, for those of you folks that are not here. Both sets of stands. We said both groups come out with a lot of emotion in this early phase. So I think, trying to get everybody to calm down and play football here is the goal. But Tennessee High is going to start this drive after that penalty with about a 1st and 20, which is going to put them in a kind of a tough spot. We are at 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Tennessee High 1st and 10 from their 25-yard line. Whoa, the ball is snapped high through the hands of Richardson. He is going to fall on. Oh, he lost the ball, still loose. And we could have dueling safeties here. I don't know who's got the ball. Referees are still uncovering the pile here. Ball ended up in the end zone. Looked like Richardson was going to. So they're actually going to, I guess it's going to stay just outside of the, I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure what's happening here. Tennessee High has their quarterback and running back running off the field, so I'm not sure what's going on. So they got the play clock. Okay, here it's Richardson coming back in. So that was a wild play. So that ball went from the 25-yard line all the way back to about the 2-yard line, it looks. So Richardson was able to collect the fumble, but now it is third down and 3 miles. I'm sorry, second down and about a mile. And Tennessee High is going to take this thing in real tight. Richardson's going to go under center and just do a quarterback sneak, try to create some yardage, which he does. He picks up about 3 or 4 to get outside of the shadow of his own goal line. Man, most of this game has been played inside the 10-yard line either side. It's been kind of a wild start, to say the least. So third down and what looks to be about, 35 yards, I'd say. So Tennessee High probably going to try to just play it safe here to get this thing out maybe a little bit further, give their punter a chance to get this punt away. But this game almost started with back-to-back safeties, which I don't know that I've ever seen. So I guess this renewed rivalry is bringing us everything that we expected, or maybe it's doing the exact opposite. Right? The idea here is traditional football has not been played here in this early phase in terms of scoring. So anyway, Richardson back to the shotgun. Play clock is running down, and looks like Tennessee High is going to have to take a timeout. So, man, this whole thing has been just wildly disjointed. This drive had started out crazy. It sort of ended even crazier. And Tennessee High is forced to take a timeout. Otherwise, they were going to lose half the distance there in that aspect. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and try to make sense of all of this with Tennessee High with third down and about 40.
New to Bristol or looking for a place to live in Bristol? Look no further than rentinbristol.com. A rental business started locally in Bristol in 2012. Rentinbristol.com has many properties to choose from in Bristol, Tennessee and Bristol, Virginia. From single-family houses to apartments and townhomes, rentinbristol.com has a property to meet your rental needs. Visit rentinbristol.com today to find your next rental home.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Tennessee High, third and about 40 yards after a botch snap that almost led to a safety. So Tennessee High looking probably just to try to create some space here, try to push this out maybe closer to the 10-yard line. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter in what's been a wild one, and there's another flag. So we've got horns going off. We've got flags out. Looks like maybe it was a false start there. So Tennessee High is going to lose that yardage anyway. So we're moving backwards here. Not much you could do on that one. Ball goes from the 2 back to the 1 in the half the distance. So now we've got third and about 41 as we try to get the ball out to about the 46 or 47 yard line. So that was going to be a pass play there. Tennessee High was going to throw it out of their own end zone, see if they could get maybe a hit downfield. Got a 2 wide receiver set, kind of the same set we've seen so far with Carter Smith in the backfield with Jack Richardson here. And it's going to be a fake handoff. Richardson going to drop back and try to get one loose. He runs out of the end zone, lets it fly downfield, and it's going to be picked off. Ill-advised throw there. And Virginia High is able to return that all the way back to about the 10-yard line, and they're set up in great field position. Picked off there by Des Elmany, defensive back for Virginia High. And I don't know if that drive could have gone any worse, quite honestly, just from just a crazy set of circumstances right there. Richardson got flushed out of the pocket there. It was only really a 2-man route, and he threw it into coverage and was able to be picked off there. It brought all the way back to the 12-yard line by the Bearcats, who are set up nicely now with an opportunity to get themselves on the board here with about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, which has been a wild 7 minutes so far, to say the least. So 2 or 3 wides, kind of the standard set for Virginia High. 2 wides to the wide side of the field with Graham and Laws in the back. Laws switches sides. Little counter play, runs right into a Tennessee High defense that was waiting for him. There's Boer again. coming off the edge, along with number 25, Isaac Stevens from the interior. And Laws just has not been able to get going. Every time he touches the ball, he's had guys in his face. I think he's had more carries for negative yardage than anything. Maybe his only carries have been for negative yardage so far. As Tennessee High's defense causes a loss of 4 on first down back to the 16-yard line. So 2nd and 14 from the 16-yard line. Both offenses kind of struggling to get on track here in this early phase. Same set, Laws and Graham. Graham's barking out some orders, getting his guys set. He's going to bring Quinto across in motion. And we got a snap, little low snap. There's Laws again. He was going to be backed up again. I mean, Tennessee High's defense is keying on number 2, Caden Laws, and he just cannot get going. This is going to be another loss. A whole gang of Vikings there in the backfield, 4 or 5 Vikings in on the tackle, and that's going to move the ball back all the way to about the 20-yard line. So another loss of 4. So we've got 3rd down and about 18. Virginia High can get a first down inside the 2-yard line, it appears. But that's going to be a hefty task, because Tennessee High's run defense has just been superb. And the one long developing play that Virginia High ran, trying to run some routes down the field, Boer sacked Graham in the backfield, or in the end zone for a safety. So we got 3rd down and a long way. We got Graham's going to roll out, let one go, and that one's low. And so now we've got 4th down and 18. And it looks like Virginia High is going to keep their offense on the field. It's kind of in that no man's land territory. The field goal would be, a 35-yard field goal. But Virginia High's got a long way to go to get a first down. So even if they don't get it here, they still pin Tennessee High deep in their territory. Tennessee High's defense is really standing up strong here. 3:27 to go here in the first after that incomplete pass. 4th and 18 from the Tennessee High 20-yard line. Virginia High got the ball to begin this drive at the 12, summarily lost 8 yards in 2 plays, and then had an incompletion. So now we've got 4th down and another, like I said, 18 yards. Possible to get a first down, but going to be closer to the end zone by that point. 4 wides here for Virginia High, and they're going to call a quick timeout to get themselves set. Look like there's some confusion in the backfield there, and they're going to call a timeout, see if they can't get themselves reset. So we'll step aside for just a minute. We'll be back here to bring you 4th down, deep in Tennessee High territory, but Virginia High with a long way to go.
The Robinette Company in Bristol, Tennessee offers good jobs, competitive pay, great benefits, and a sanitary work environment. Join our progressive team in ultra-modern facilities and be part of a vital company in the flexible packaging industry. Participate proudly in the manufacture of packaging for leading American products such as Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. The Robinette Company. Apply at therobinettecompany.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. I'm your host, CJ Mannahan. It is 4th down and 18 from the Tennessee High 20-yard line. Virginia High, 18 yards to go on 4th. They came out in a 4-wide set before they took the timeout. So we'll see if they come back with that same or a similar set here. It appears they will. Yeah, 2 wides to each side. Graham and Laws in the backfield. Tennessee High playing kind of a deep cover 2 here, and it's like we got some offensive movement as well. So all kinds of stuff happening. This is going to move Virginia High back even further, it appears. It does. So offensive false start, and it's going to move Virginia High back to their 25-yard line. So now it is 4th and 23. I think, just from observation here, I think both of these squads came out extremely pumped up. Obviously, this first game that's been played, I think, in 6 years. Between these two. The game that was scheduled during the COVID year, I think, was canceled because of it was either one side or both sides ended up with COVID issues. So we haven't played this game since 2019, and I think like I said, the emotion has kind of maybe gotten the better of both sides to begin with. Anyway, here's that same set. Graham's going to let one fly. It's going to be complete, but it's out of bounds, and Tennessee High is going to take over. So nice play there by I think looked like it was Baron Harkler on the tackle. pass was complete for about looks like about a 15-yard gain maybe. But again, way short of the first down. Not even that, probably about a 13-yard gain. Tennessee High is going to take over on the 13-yard line. And we're going to go back the other direction here. It's been kind of a wild first quarter. We still got three and a half minutes to play. 3 minutes and 21 seconds here as Tennessee High takes over on their 12-yard line. Going back the other way. 3 wides this time. Harkler Road, Price, and Music with Richardson in the backfield along with Plumbar and Fagans. A little fake on the inside. Richardson rolls to his right, finds Harkler Road wide open beyond the 30 and out of bounds. Nice play. Good pass there by Richardson. Rolled to his right, got his feet underneath him that time and kind of made a nice little touch pass over the linebackers to Harkler Road for a gain of about 20. So really nice positive play there for Tennessee High, getting out of the shadow of their own end zone and out towards midfield. 2 wides, Harkler Road and Price to the right, and Music out to the left. Same basic set with Plumbar in the backfield. Harkler Road in motion, going to be a little toss to him. He's got the edge here. He's going to push to the outside. Nice little stutter step, turns the corner, and could be a penalty there. But they're going to call that tackle kind of started inbounds and then ended up out of bounds. But a nice run there by Harkler Road, and that is going to be another first down. Picked up about 11 on that play. So Harkler Road with back-to-back nice plays. That was one of those little bring your guy in motion instead of hand it to him as a little pop pass. So that counts as a completion. And Harkler Road with back-to-back catches has moved Tennessee High out to the 42-yard line. 47-yard line, excuse me. Here's Richardson with a keeper. Breaks a tackle. Now he's going to go back the other way. He's going to cut back outside. Nice block there. Richardson still running. Went all the way across the field. Literally from one side to the other. Ran about 60 yards to pick up about 3. But good elusiveness there by Harkler and a couple of crushing blocks up front. I don't know if the microphone picked that up from all over here, but I definitely heard it up here. So Richardson ends up picking up about 4 there. It looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 6. The ball is now on the Virginia High side of the field at the 49. We are at 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Tennessee High now on the move. Again, 3 wides. Richardson and Plumbar in the backfield. Fagans now on the right-hand side. Handoff right up the middle to Plumbar, and there's not much going there. It's been the strength of the Virginia High defense so far. The middle of the D has done a good job not allowing Plumbar to get going. He only picks up about a half a yard on that play. And we're going to see Tennessee High move to 3rd down and about 5 on the Virginia High 48. So we'll see what Tennessee High has cooked up on 3rd down. Similar set with Plumbar to Richardson's right. 2 wides, actually 3 wides, and Fagans is off to the left. Going to run Riley Price in motion off to the wide side of the field. And the snap, handed off to Plumbar. He's going to go wide, waiting for a block, and he does a nice job of setting that up. Does a nice turn of the corner, and he's going to pick up a first down. Really good patience there by number 1, Elijah Plumbar. Saw that kind of a long developing play as you got a couple guys pulling, and he was able to wait that out. Virginia High's defense got locked up with those runners, and he picked up about 7 yards. Going to take it down to the Virginia High 40, and that is a Tennessee High first down. Friendship Cars first down. We don't have an advertisement for safeties, Colin. We have to work on that. Yeah. We don't have so all the folks out in the advertising world, if you want to sponsor Tennessee High safeties, it's available. Pass right up the middle. There goes Plumbar through the middle. Nice little hole to the right-hand side that time. Good block there by Erasmo Cobian. Opened that hole up, and Plumbar picks up about 9. Takes it down to the Virginia High 31. So good pickup on first down as we are now under a minute to play. 45 seconds and counting. Could be the last play of the first quarter here. Tennessee High is definitely on the move. Started to find their rhythm on this drive. 3 wides. Handoff straight up the middle to Plumbar. Rips off a couple of more yards there. Going to pick up about 5, and that'll be another Friendship Cars first down as Tennessee High is now starting to open up holes up front. Got 23 seconds on the clock. Tennessee High does not have to run another play here. And if they don't, we'll flip sides of the field. Tennessee High will have a first down on the Virginia High 32-yard line, it appears. And I see Richardson heading to the sideline, so it looks like Tennessee High is going to run the clock out after a really kind of wild first quarter. Tennessee High leads 2-0 after 1, and they have on the march here heading towards the Virginia High end zone. We're going to step away here in between quarters. We'll be back to give you a little bit of scoring summary, as wild as that will be, And then we will proceed with the second quarter here on the Viking Sports Network.
A huge thank you to UPM Pharmaceuticals, advancing health and wellness through cutting-edge pharmaceutical solutions. Proud to support our local teams. Thank you to Friendship, where friends and great deals come together. Whether you're buying or servicing a car, Friendship's got you covered. Thank you to Cuddy Insurance, providing peace of mind through comprehensive coverage. For all your insurance needs, they've got you covered. Hungry after the game? Stop by Johnny Brusco's Pizza for New York-style pizza made fresh with your favorite toppings. Dine in, carry out, or order online. Viking fans know Johnny Brusco's is proud to serve our community. Protecting your home, auto, and family starts with Shelter Insurance Agent Freddie Harkleroad. Call or stop by for coverage you can count on. Freddie and Shelter Insurance are proud to cheer alongside Viking fans this season. Thanks to Burwill Construction, building a stronger community one project at a time. For quality and integrity in every build, you can trust Burwill. Had a fender bender? Take it to EM Collision Repair. Their expert team delivers quality repairs and trusted service to get you back on the road. And just like Viking Athletics, they believe in hard work and strong results. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Bristol Sportplex, your destination for fitness, sports, and fun. Stop by to see what's new and join the action. Holston Medical Group is proud to care for our community, offering comprehensive health care for the entire family. With offices across the Tri-Cities, we're here when you need us. Holston Medical Group, keeping Viking fans healthy and strong.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Tennessee High with a first down inside the Virginia High 30 at the 27. Stacked wide receivers to the right. Dane Music to the left. Fake handoff to Plumbar. Richardson's going to roll to his right. Looking downfield to Riley Price, who's got it. He falls into the end zone for a touchdown. Very nice play. Price was the first man in the stack and came through and was able to kind of run kind of a deep out route. Richardson hit him right in the numbers, and he fell into the end zone for the first, conventional score of the game, I guess is the best way to call this. So Tennessee High takes an 8-0 lead, and it looks like they're probably going to go for two here based off of the set. That's a wild set. All the linemen are to the left. Center then throws it over to Fagans, who was behind the play, and there's a flag. I don't know if it's for a false start or maybe an illegal false start. That was really kind of a nifty play. You had Richardson and Plumbar in the backfield like they would normally be, and then I didn't see who actually threw the who actually made the shovel pass over there to Fagans, who was behind a wall of blockers and was able to just kind of walk in for 2 points. But that was all for naught, as the procedure penalty takes care of that. Dexter Dishner now on the field is going to kick the extra point instead, and it is good. So it wouldn't be another quarter here at the VT game if there wasn't something wild going on, even if it was wiped out by a penalty. But anyway, Dishner's kick was good, so Tennessee High now takes a 9-0 lead as the second quarter is now underway, 10 seconds in. It's too bad Micah Kennedy is not here, because I would really like to be discussing this ball game with him right now and getting his take on how that works. So maybe if he's listening out there in the world, maybe he'll give us a call, then we'll bring him in. But anyway, great stuff. Anyway, it has been entertaining, if nothing else. So really nice execution on that last play by Tennessee High. Kind of ran a stack set to the wide side of the field. Price made a nice cut in and out of his break and was able to open things up and got a beautiful pass by Richardson. After that sort of ill-advised interception that he threw, which ended up not hurting Tennessee High at all, he's made two really nice passes on his last two attempts downfield, one to Harkleroad and one to Price, and the one to Price obviously led to 6 points. So Tennessee High with an opening 9-0 lead, which again is not a score that you see particularly often. But nobody in Viking Nation is complaining, that's for sure. So 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go. It feels like we've been here all night already with as much action as has happened. But we're really just 10 seconds into the second quarter, as Dexter Dishner is going to kick this thing away after knocking that extra point through. We've got Rowe and Laws back for Virginia High ready to receive. And Dishner lets that ball fly. Nice kick inside the 10-yard line, actually back to the 5. Rowe takes it to the left side, cuts it back, and nice play again by both Boer. Cooper Boer was the first one down. Nice play by him to suck that up. And then sophomore Lucas Schaefer, number 23, came in to clean things up. And a nice special teams play by Tennessee High. Minimal return. Again, Virginia High for the other than the time after the interception starts again inside their own 20, closer to their own 10. I think it's 1st and 10 on about the 13 to 14-yard line. Tennessee High's defense has been very stingy so far. Other than giving up that 20-yard run or so that was called back, there just hasn't been much going on with the Virginia High offense so far. 3 wides, kind of their basic set. Ball's loose. The snap took place sooner than Graham was ready, and I think actually they're going to call a false start first, and they will. So again, Virginia High's offense has just kind of been its own worst enemy so far. Penalties, negative plays, they just haven't been able to get moving. And that's going to be a false start. That's going to drop this thing back even further, back inside the 10-yard line to about the 9.5. So first and 15 for Virginia High. And they continued in that 3-wide set. Graham and Laws in the backfield. Tennessee High with 4 down linemen this time. They've been kind of rotating in between 3 and 4 depending on the circumstance. Ball snapped. Hanged to Laws, who gets to the outside this time, and he's going to pick up a couple. Yeah, pick up a couple. He made a really nice play to get loose because he was almost caught in the backfield again, but made a nice spin move to get himself out of harm's way and picks up a couple for the Bearcats. But it's been tough sledding so far. Tennessee High has been getting really good penetration on their defensive line, and Laws, who's a shifty guy, looks like he's got pretty good speed as well, just has not been able to get going. Picked up about 2 yards on that play. Brings it outside the 10-yard line to about the 11. So we're going to get about 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13, and we're going to get another timeout for Virginia High here, their second of the evening. And it looks like we're going to step away here for a minute. I see the man with the red hat on the field. So we'll be back here shortly to bring you the rest of this drive and the rest of the second quarter here from Virginia High School.
Planning for your financial future? Concord Wealth Partners offers trusted advice and personalized service to help you reach your goals. As a proud supporter of Tennessee High athletics, they're invested in the success of our students and our community. Welcome to Moe's. Thanks to Moe's for their support, serving up fresh, flavorful Tex-Mex with a smile. Stop by for a burrito or taco packed just the way you like it. We appreciate the support from Renaissance Bank, where financial expertise meets friendly service. Banking better to help you reach your goals.
Fuel up the fresh way at Subway. Whether it's a classic footlong, wrap, or fresh-made salad, there's something for everyone. Subway is proud to keep Viking fans going strong both on game day and every day.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 2nd and 12, it looks like, for Virginia High after that 3-yard run by Laws. It's kind of a stacked formation with one wide receiver wide to the left. One going to bring Rowe in motion. Hand off to Laws up the middle. Had some room that time. Bounces off a tackle from Frank Reed and then is swallowed up by the Tennessee High defense. Ball came out late, but it looks like he was down. So Tennessee High doing a really good job of gang tackling here this evening. And anytime that first contact's made, there's been 2 or 3 other Vikings there to make that tackle. Again, I don't get the sense that Laws is a guy that's easy to bring down. He's just not really able to get his momentum going before Tennessee High's defensive pressure up front is getting to him. So picked up about 3 on that play as well. And we're going to see about a 3rd and 9 here from the 12-yard line or so. I'm sorry, from the 16. Tennessee High in their shell defense. 4 wides for Virginia High here on this play. Ball snapped back to Graham. He lets it go over the top. Had Laws in the flat, but the ball kind of sailed on him. Would have had to, as a kind of a tough play, that had to throw it over a defensive end and a linebacker, and it kind of fell harmlessly with Laws there. Might have been able to catch that and turn it upfield. but there was just not a whole lot of room to maneuver there. So Virginia High forced to punt again, and Tennessee High with an opportunity to get good field position yet again. As Bo Utzman is back here to receive the punt. He's standing on the Virginia High 45-yard line currently. And again, number 14, Jeremy Quinto, tight end and punter, is getting ready to boot this away. Snap back to Quinto's a good one. Tennessee High had an opportunity there to block that. No good pressure. Good kick away there by Quinto. Was able to get that out of there. Held on to it maybe just a little longer than what you'd really want to, but he made a nice play of it. Ball's kicked out about to the 48-yard line, so a pretty good punt. 35, 36 yards. Tennessee High is going to take over at the Virginia High 48-yard line. So another opportunity here for Tennessee High to add to their lead. 9-0 currently. And Tennessee High looked really good on that last possession. Marched the ball downfield with a combination, good balance of both run and pass. They've got an opportunity here to make this at least a 2-score game. In the backfield is Khalil Honaker, getting some run in the backfield this time. Cooper Brewer as well. 3 wides. Ball's handed off to Honaker. Makes a nice move up the middle. Picks up about 4. Made a nice little kind of slick sidestep to be able to avoid that first tackle, and then slid forward for, like I said, about a gain of about 3.5 or 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6 at the Virginia High, just inside the Virginia High 45-yard line. Same set. Harkley Road and Price to the left. Music to the right. Richardson in the backfield. He brought that with it. Again, another one that we really like to see on film. Richardson went with a hard count there and was able to draw Virginia High off sides. A couple of the Tennessee High linemen ended up on their backsides. Not in any heap or anything, more in the comical way. But that's going to pick up 5 yards for Tennessee High, making this a 2nd and about 1.5 yards. Ball is going to be placed on with the nose on the 40-yard line of Virginia High. So 2nd and short for Tennessee High with the whole playbook at their disposal here with the exact same set. Again, Boer, the offset back. Here's Richardson. Fakes to Honaker up the middle. He's got some time. Got some times around the corner. Goes long around the field. Finds Price again, who comes down with it. Great sort of tiptoe maneuver there by Riley Price on a long pass, close to 30 yards down the field. And another nice completion with Richardson doing a good job escaping the pressure that time. Really nice blitz pick up the middle there by Honaker as well. Gave Richardson the opportunity to escape to his right. And he rifled that ball downfield over the Virginia High secondary right into the hands of Riley Price, who made a really nice play with a little toe tap on the sideline. And Tennessee High has a first down inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal at the Virginia High 9. Great play all the way around, from the blitz pickup to the pass to the catch. And we got a whistle on this play. First down. Looks like we're going to see some type of equipment issue. I'm not even sure what that is. Yeah, it looks like the referee made it, or the umpire made a motion like you would see an offensive foul in basketball. I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to represent, but it is going to cost Tennessee High 5 yards. So back to the 15-yard line we go. Tennessee High with a snap. Up the middle to Honaker, who's evading tackles, gets to the outside. Another flag is out, and he gets maybe 1.5 yards or 2 yards there. But we got flags on just about every play here. And it looks like a hold on Tennessee High is going to bring this back even further. So back-to-back penalties on Tennessee High is going to now cost them 15 yards. Is going to push this ball back to the 25-yard line. And I think I'm not sure. I think we are 1st and goal still. So 1st and goal to go from the 25. Not exactly a situation you want to find yourself in. Actually, from about the 23, they're going to call it. So 1st and goal from the 23. Richardson and Honaker in the backfield. 3 wides. Harkley Road in motion. A little pop pass to him. We ran this play once before. He cuts it up. Nice. Gets loose. He's got a lane to the end zone. And Harkley Road scores. So another touchdown pass. That's considered a pass, that little pop pass up front. Harkley Road made a nice cut inside, was able to get loose, and then took it all the way to the end zone. Once he got past that initial front 7 of Virginia High, there wasn't much left to do other than find the end zone. Now, here's that same set with Richardson and Plumbar in the backfield, and the center is actually Max Holt, and now they're going to actually move into a more conventional set and have Dishner kick the extra point. which he does, and it's good. So Tennessee High pushes their lead out to 16-0 here with 9 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the second quarter. So this game has lacked rhythm, to say the least, with all of the penalties and kind of wild plays. But Tennessee High has definitely pushed themselves through some of the I wouldn't necessarily call it adversity, but some of the more complicated situations. Again, first and goal from the 23-yard line is not exactly a position you want to find yourself in. But that nice play by Harkler Road, cutting that ball up, good wall off by the offensive line, and then Harkler Road was able to put his foot in the ground and head to the end zone, giving Tennessee High a 2-score lead at 16-0. So 9:26 to go. Tennessee High getting ready to line up to boot this thing away. And I know from the Tennessee High perspective, the coaching staff's got to be thrilled, considering how this game started. Again, with all the emotion, the first time this game's been played in several years, more than half a decade, everybody was kind of edgy. Like I said, there's a ton of people here this evening as well. There's hardly a seat to be had in the place. So for Tennessee High to get off to this type of start is exactly what the doctor ordered. So sure, Coach Holt and his staff are really excited about how this turned out. And again, give the Tennessee High passing offense some credit here. They've found some ways to push the ball downfield. And they've had contributions from several folks. A couple of really nice runs by Harkler Road by Honaker, and then a couple of passes to Harkler Road and Price leads to that second score. And Tennessee High now 2 touchdowns and a safety, leading 16-0. Dexter Dishner back, ready to boot it away. And he does just that. Good boot. Heading down towards Rowe, who's going to field it inside about the 5-yard line. He's going to take it up the near side where he's met by 3 Tennessee High Vikings. The special teams has been special this evening. Have done really, really well on these kickoff returns as well. Dishner's doing a great job of booting that ball inside the 10-yard line, but not through the end zone, forcing Virginia High to actually take it out. And then we've got looks like we got a penalty here. Maybe a little over-exuberance on the Tennessee High side there. Yeah, got an unsportsmanlike penalty that is going to move this ball out. So that's a 15-yard penalty, going to move the ball out to about the 34, 35-yard line, which is essentially, is the furthest, wouldn't say that. After the interception, obviously Virginia High started in Tennessee High territory, but every drive that Virginia High's had on their side of the field has not gone particularly well. So this gives them a little bit more breathing room. Ball out to the 33, first down and 10 for the Bearcats. Again, in their regular 3-wide set, Quinto in the backfield with Laws and Graham on first down. Ball's snapped. Ball's faked. Graham gets away. Price really cut that off. Had an opportunity if he'd have been able to keep his feet to maybe get that as an interception. But Tennessee High's front 4 is really wreaking havoc on these plays. There's just really not anywhere for Graham to go. He was flushed out of the pocket that time. Tried to really kind of almost just throw that away. As if he tried to throw that normally, I think Price probably picks that off and takes it into the end zone. So, second down and 10, 9:16 to go here in the first half, second quarter. Ball on the 33-yard line for Virginia High. 4 wides, 3 to the wide side and 1 to the left with Graham and Laws in the backfield. Laws is going to escape out, and they're going to toss it out to him for just a short pass, and he is swallowed up by the Tennessee High defense again. Obviously, the game plan is when the ball is in Laws' hands to get as many maroon hats around the ball as they possibly can, and it has been very effective so far this evening. He has just not been able to get going at all, with Tennessee High keying on wherever he is. So loss of 5 there on that play, back to the 28, and we're going to see another third and very long, third and about 15 for Virginia High. Just about every one of their thirds down, if not all of their third downs, have been behind the sticks. And with as much pressure as they're facing up front, they just haven't been able to push the ball downfield. So we'll see what Tennessee High does if they're going to pull any. And they've got another flag. Looks like it's going to be probably an illegal procedure there. False start on Virginia High. It's going to move them back another 5 yards. So we're going to see a 3rd and 20, which has just been an epidemic so far for Virginia High. Unfortunately, just have not been able to get any rhythm going offensively, and a lot of that is due to the penalties. But now we got a 3rd and 21 from the 23-yard line. So Tennessee High looking to probably just keep everything in front of them here and make a tackle. They've been doing that very well all night. 3 wides. We got motion here. And we got Frank Reed came on a blitz up the middle and just blew that play up completely. No real opportunity at all for Graham there. Frank Reed, number 27, was absolutely a shot out of a cannon there. Timed that snap perfectly and was in Graham's face before he could even look downfield. He was lucky he didn't get sacked for even further loss, but ended up throwing it away in the vicinity of some Virginia High wide receivers. So no intentional grounding or anything, but Tennessee High's defense stands strong again, and they stand to get good field position as Bo Utzman is back to receive this punt at about the 47-yard line of Tennessee High. So we'll see what Quinto does. He's been a busy guy this evening so far, looking to boot this one away again. Snap is good, and he boots it away. This one kind of off the side of his foot. It's going to roll back to Utzman, who's going to field it at the 40. Cuts upfield, breaks a couple of tackles, and gains a handful of yards, about 3 yards or 4 on that return. Good hands by him to be able to keep that ball from rolling any further. And Tennessee High does get great field position. Going to start this drive at the Virginia High 44-yard line. So 1st and 10, 7 minutes and 37 seconds left here in the first half. And Tennessee High, who's been excellent on their last 2 offensive possessions, looks to continue to add to this lead. Again, 16-0 currently. Tennessee High with a first down on their 43-yard line. Richardson, and this time it appears to be Cannon Stallmaker, so we've got a running back rotation going. There's Harkler in motion. Ball's handed off to Stallmaker. Finds a few yards up the middle. Twists and turns and picks up about 5. Nice first down gain by Cannon Stallmaker. Hard running guy. Again, Tennessee High fortunate at this time, obviously, with Elijah Plumbar coming back, a guy that had a spectacular year last year. Kind of worked back from an injury that happened late in the season. But it gave the sophomore running backs a lot of run, speaking specifically of Carter Smith and Cannon Stallmaker. So we got those guys some touches. Obviously, we've seen Cooper Boer back there. We've seen Khalil Honecker back there. So a lot of guys that are capable of toting the rock for Tennessee High. Second down and about 5. 3 wides. Richardson's going to roll to his right. Kick over to Riley Price, who evades a tackle and gets upfield, knocked out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So Price is becoming kind of the go-to guy in the downfield game, but he's getting himself open regularly. Good timing between he and Richardson. So Richardson, he's a really good thrower on the run. We've seen that throughout the season, and now his accuracy is really starting to round out as well. So really finding guys open, and the ball's getting right on him in an excellent way. So picked up first down there. Ball's inside the Virginia High 40-yard line at the 39. Tennessee High first down with Stallmaker in the backfield. Handoff straight up the middle to him. Oh, he lost the football. Ball's loose, still on the ground, and Tennessee High's fortunate to keep that one. It went through about 3 different pairs of legs. And number 57, Tennessee High's Spencer Miller was able to fall on that and keep that ball in Tennessee High's possession. It's going to end up being a gain of about a yard after all said and done. That was a pretty nice run there by Stallmaker. Was going to pick up 5-6 yards, but the ball was punched out and ended up back closer to the line of scrimmage in that scenario. So Tennessee High gains a yard after that. 2nd and 9 on the Virginia High 39. Elijah Plumbar back in the game. Again, 3 wides as we see this drop back from Richardson. Kind of a long pass. There's Price again, who was able to snatch that one. Really nice sliding catch. Ball was a little bit behind him, but he was able to get both hands on it, made a nice hands catch, and that's going to give Tennessee High another first down, gain of about 11. Riley Price is stacking things up here in the first half. And then we got another, I'm going to get a flag for unsportsmanlike conduct, it looks like, here on the Virginia High bench. Yeah, unsportsmanlike on the Virginia High bench is going to add another 15 yards to that play. It's going to move that ball down from the, looks like about the 28-yard line down to about the 13-yard line. So Tennessee High is the beneficiary of some back and forth between the guys in the stripes and hats and the folks on the Virginia High sideline. And now Tennessee High is in good position here with 6 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first quarter to take another, to add or stack on to this lead. 3 wides, Fagans to the right, Richardson and Plumbar in the backfield. Hand off to Plumbar right up the middle. He's got a good gap. He's going to head towards the end zone, and he's in. Oh, the ball's loose on the ground. I'm not sure if he crossed the goal line or not. And there's another flag on the field for something. I don't know if that ball came out or not, if he was already in the end zone. We haven't seen a signal yet. It's a touchdown. They're going to call it a touchdown. If I was going to guess, I would have thought he was across the line when the ball came out, but we're sitting on the far end of the press box, and this happening on the far end away from us, so we don't have the best vantage point. But just looking at it, it looked like he was, and we got another sportsmanlike going against Tennessee High here, if that's after the play, so the touchdown will stand. Virginia High's head coach is out on the field trying to get the referees to listen to him. The referees are telling him to get off the field. And now, I don't think Tennessee High is going to take, I'd say Virginia High probably take that penalty on the kickoff. Push Tennessee High back to, the touchdown is going to stand by Plumbar. Made a nice run right up through the middle. There was a collision right at the goal line, but it looked like he'd crossed before the ball got loose. The referees agreed, and Tennessee High now leads 22-0 with Dexter Dishner on the field to kick the extra point. And that is booted through, and Tennessee High does now have a 23-0 lead with 5 minutes and 53 seconds to go here in the first half. So again, Tennessee High has sort of found their offensive rhythm, and their defense has been I mean, call it what you want, but dominant is the word that comes to mind. They just have not allowed Virginia High to really get going at all offensively. Although this will be an interesting one because Tennessee High is going to end up kicking this ball off from about the 25 or about the 20-yard line, I think, after that unsportsmanlike penalty. So an opportunity here for Virginia High to get a decent return in some field position to maybe set up an offensive drive, which they've just not been able to do so far. So, yeah, actually Tennessee High is going to kick off from the 25, I believe. Yeah, so they're going to be marching Tennessee High backwards. All right, so we're going to take a break here. We got the red hat on the field. We'll be back here shortly to bring you this kickoff, the rest of the first half here on the Viking Sports Network.
For pizza and more right here in Bristol, head to The Cave, serving up hot, delicious meals the whole family will love. The Cave is more than a restaurant. It's a place where good food and Viking pride come together. A special thank you to Toyota of Bristol, your trusted dealership for the best in Toyota vehicles. Whether you're looking for a new ride or expert service, they've got you covered. New to Bristol or looking for a place to live in Bristol? Look no further than rentinbristol.com. A rental business started locally in Bristol in 2012. Rentinbristol.com has many properties to choose from in Bristol, Tennessee and Bristol, Virginia. From single-family houses to apartments and townhomes, rentinbristol.com has a property to meet your rental needs. Visit rentinbristol.com today to find your next rental home.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Referees are still trying to decide if they're going to move this ball back, and they are. So the unsportsmanlike penalty on the touchdown against Tennessee High is going to cost them 15 yards. So Dishner is going to be kicking off from the 25-yard line, which is going to move the returners up quite a bit. You got Laws and Wellington back. They're standing on about the 15-yard line here. So an opportunity for Virginia High to maybe get some decent field position to start this drive. Tennessee High's special teams have been stellar so far this evening. Dishner getting ready to boot it away. And there it goes. Nice high kick. It's going to be fielded by Laws at about the 22. He's going to take it wide. Tennessee High does a great job. Another really great job special teams-wise. Just nowhere for Laws to go. Ian Peak, he of the interception return against Science Hill, I believe, is down there to make that play. And but decent field position to start for Virginia High. Looks like it's going to start right about the 30-yard line. You're hoping probably for better field position than that after booting away from the 25, but it's basically the best starting field position that Virginia High's had all night. So we'll see what's going to happen here. First and 10, 5 minutes and 30 seconds to play. First and 10 on the Virginia High 30-yard line. 3 wides, again with Graham and can't quite tell who the running back is. Maybe Laws there in the backfield. And it is Laws. We've got another penalty flag on the field. And it's another false start against Virginia High. So just every single play seems to have something going wrong with it, whether it's the Tennessee High defense getting excellent penetration or just not been able to kind of hold their water. There's been, I'm not sure how many of those, it's got to be close to half a dozen procedure penalties so far this evening for Virginia High. So they start this drive now at 1st and 15 on the 25-yard line. Same set. Handoff up the middle to Laws, and there's just nowhere to go. I mean, Boer is all over him right there. There's 3 or 4 Vikings with Frank Reed as well there. Khalil Honaker is there. Just nowhere for Laws to go. Tennessee High just absolutely eating up the Virginia High offensive line up front. And Laws is getting hit before he can even really get a foot in the ground to get any momentum going forward. So another loss there on that play of a couple of yards, looks like. Loss of about 2 on that play, so we're going to see second now and about 17. Wides out to the right-hand side, to the wide side of the field. 3 of them for Virginia High with Graham and Laws in the backfield. Laws is going to scoot out to Graham's right, or his left, I'm sorry. There's Graham getting loose. Best run of the night for Virginia High. And that gets them right about back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 5, maybe 5.5 for Graham there. And we're going to see about a 3rd and 9 here, which has been the most manageable third down that Virginia High has seen all night as well, as we're ticking down to close to the 4-minute mark here in the first half. So 3rd and 9 from the 31-yard line of Virginia High. So they get the play in here. Four wides for Virginia High this time. And as we've seen, Laws and Graham in the backfield. Tennessee High with 7 in the box, so maybe going to bring some pressure. Here comes Boer up the middle on the blitz. Graham's going to escape, try to throw the ball downfield, and the ball's incomplete. Yeah, ball hit the ground. Yep. So it was a good pass there by Graham that time. It was on the wide receiver. It was just a little bit short, and number 7, Chance Wellington, just couldn't quite reel it in. It was an accurate pass, but Wellington had to go to ground to try to pull it in, and the ball hit the turf, so it is incomplete. And now 4th and 9, and it looks like Virginia High is going to punt it away again. They really got no choice this deep in their territory. Utzman back to receive at about the Tennessee High 40-yard line. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to return one here. Three minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first half. As Quinto is back to boot it away. Snap is good, and the kick is away. Kind of off the side of his foot again. That one's going to bounce and check up backwards at Tennessee High's 45-yard line, where they will take over this drive with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Plenty of time for Tennessee High to maybe try to tack on some more points here. They've done a good job on the last 3 offensive possessions. They've been very crisp, all leading to scores. Tennessee High comes out here with Carter Smith in the backfield. Hark the Road, Price, and Music. Your wideouts, and Fagans, the H-back, off to the left. Shotgun snap is going to be pop pass to Music, who's got a nice edge. Gets to the outside. He's going up off the field, getting pick up about 12 yards on first down. Nice block on the left edge by Fagans, and Kai Allison really set that edge nicely. And Music was able to get around the corner, picked up about a dozen. Tennessee High will take another first down inside of Virginia High territory. 1st and 10 at the Virginia High 43-yard line. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the first half. 2 wides to the short side with Hark the Road off to the right on the wide side of the field. Again, Carter Smith in the backfield. Motion by Music. Hand off to Smith up the middle. He's got some room there. Cuts through. Gets a nice gap. Heads on. Makes sought out some contact in the defensive secondary and knocked down the Virginia High defensive back and fell forward with a nice run of about, it's 20-plus yards. Right about 25-yard carry there for Music. Actually, a little bit further than that, about a 30-yard carry for Music from the 45 down to about the 15-yard line. So, I'm sorry, not Music. That was Carter Smith, number 6, excuse me. But a nice blocking set up front, and Smith was able to get downfield and lay out some punishment to the Virginia High defensive backfield. Same set. Richardson's going to have a keeper here up through the middle. Follows Smith on the block. He's getting loose and is down through. I'm sorry, that's Carter Kazee. That little change up there at quarterback. Knox Kazee, excuse me. Carter is his older brother. Tennessee High great in his own right. But again, let's change it up there with a little quarterback power off the right-hand side. Knox Kazee seeing his first action of the year. I think he's working back from an injury as well. He's going to stay in on this set. Again, more of a running style quarterback. Good-sized kid for just a sophomore. He's back there with his sophomore compatriot, Carter Smith. Again, Kazee's going to take it off to the left, and he's going to score. Walks right in. Good lead blocking on both of those plays there by Carter Smith. And Knox Kazee makes his presence known with 2 nice runs, including a touchdown run. And Tennessee High now takes a 29-0 lead with 2 minutes on the nose left here in the first half. Dishner going to come in and try the extra point. Try to cap off this drive here. And he does just that. Tennessee High takes a 30-0 lead here in the first half with 2 minutes left to go. We will take a break. So stick with us here. We've got 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back here to bring you the rest of that right after this.
The Robinette Company in Bristol, Tennessee offers good jobs, competitive pay, great benefits, and a sanitary work environment. Join our progressive team in ultra-modern facilities and be part of a vital company in the flexible packaging industry. Participate proudly in the manufacture of packaging for leading American products such as Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. The Robinette Company. Apply at therobinettecompany.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Tennessee High has been dominant defensively, but offense has really found its rhythm of the last several drives. And Tennessee High now has a commanding 30-0 lead with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Booted away, down inside the 10-yard line. Laws is going to take this one back. Cuts to the outside. Initial tackle is broken, but then a nice follow-up tackle there by Peak and Boer as he is taken down. Tennessee High, again, has been really, really good on the special teams. They just have not been allowing anything on those returns. So Virginia High will take over right about their 20-yard line. 1:49 to go in the first half. Again, you got to give the Tennessee High defense a lot of credit. They came out right away with a game plan to ensure that Laws was not going to be the guy that was going to hurt them, and then try to put as much pressure on Graham as they possibly could, the quarterback, and they've done both of those things with aplomb. So 3 wides for Virginia High. Snap and a handoff to Laws up the middle, and there is just nothing there. He's tackled for another 2-yard loss. Number 25, Isaac Stevens, who's really been he's been in on a lot of plays, especially in these running plays up the middle. He's a undersized nose tackle, but very quick and really an excellent tackler. He's built pretty low to the ground, but he's certainly not afraid to stick his nose in there, and he's been in on several of those plays, blowing up these running plays that Virginia High is trying to run. 1 and 15 seconds to go in the first half. Virginia High not in a real hurry here, deep in their territory. Again, we got 2nd and 12 from about the looks like about the 17-yard line. Handoff to Laws. His best run of the day. Oh, and he lost it. Ball's loose. Tennessee High's got an opportunity to run this back, and Hoenaker's got it. He's head back the other direction. He is cutting through the defense, and now he lost it. The ball's on the ground, but Tennessee High is able to recover it. Wow. I mean, it just fits with everything else that's happened so far. The best run by Laws by a mile so far. Broke into the secondary, but a nice hit there. Jarred the ball loose. Khalil Honaker, trailing the play, ended up picking it up, taking it back the other direction for about 20 yards. He was hit pretty good, lost the ball himself, but Tennessee High was able to jump on it, and they now have the ball inside Virginia High's 20-yard line. It's maybe inside the 15-yard line, about the 14-yard line with 52 seconds to go, and still have 2 timeouts. So we'll see what Tennessee High chooses to do. Richardson back in the game here with Smith in the backfield. Fakes to Smith, finds Music in the flat. He's heading towards the end zone, and he is going to score, but there is a flag on the play. Looks like there's going to be a hold, and that's going to be brought back. A nifty little play. I like that play design. They just kind of snuck Dane Music out into the flat, and he was going to walk into the end zone, but it looks like there was a hold downfield, and it is going to be brought back. So we'll see. That hold was downfield, so we'll see exactly where this ends up for Tennessee High. It's going to be moved back to about the 21 or 22-yard line. So again, really nice play call, and Music was, like I said, was going to easily walk into the end zone, but the penalty is going to negate that. And Tennessee High is going to end up with about a first and about 13 or 14 yards after those penalty yards. Here's handoff inside to Smith, and he goes nowhere. Nice job inside by the Virginia High defense. So going to be a loss of about 2 or 3 on that play. Look, might be like a little bit of a mix-up there by Richardson and Smith. I think Smith looked like maybe he thought Richardson was going to pull it, and he ended up sticking it into his chest. And by that time, the Virginia High defense had rallied, and a loss on the play of about 2 or 3. So it's going to be 3rd and about 15, it looks like, from about the 20, somewhere around that, about the 21-yard line, as Tennessee High takes a timeout to stop the clock. 31.6 seconds left in the first half. Opportunity for Tennessee High to put a few more points on the board. And even if they don't get a first down, maybe get into field goal range here. Sitting at about a 36 or 37-yard field goal right now. I'm not sure what the coaches feel comfortable as far as Dishner going out to what his range happens to be. Looks like he has a pretty good leg on him. But I think I'm not sure that he has not tried a field goal yet this year. But this may be a prime opportunity, quite honestly. Tennessee High up 30-0 in the waning moments of the first half. And with a long second down upcoming. 2nd and about 15. Tennessee High comes back on the field. Bo Wutzman is going to be your wide receiver to the right. Harkley and Price to the left. Richardson and Smith in the backfield with Music offset. Fake handoff. And to go the other way with that same play to Music in the flat, just out to the left-hand side this time. He makes it nice little run there for about a gain of about 10. Gets himself out of bounds, so the clock stops. And 23.8 seconds left in the first half. 3rd down and about 5 or 6, it appears. Ball is just inside the Virginia High 10-yard line. 3rd down and about 5 or 6. 3 wides. Again, Richardson and Smith still in the backfield. Music now offset to the right. He's actually going to flex out, so we got 4 wides here on this play. I'm going to send Harkley in motion. Richardson drops back, throws the ball over the top, has Harkley in the back of the end zone. Touchdown! Beautiful toss by Richardson. A really nice route there by Harkley. He came all the way across the field in motion and then kind of ran sort of a semi-wheel route outside of the slot receiver. And Richardson dropped a dime on him right in the back of the end zone. And Tennessee High continues to push this lead out, now at 36-0. Dishner is going to be on to kick the extra point. 17.1 seconds left in the first half, and Tennessee High has really taken control of this game completely. Ball's snapped back, and that kick is no good. About the only thing that's gone wrong for these Tennessee High on offense over these last 4 or 5 possessions. Looks like Dishner just kind of got that one off the side of his foot. No good, but the lead is now 36-0 with 17.1 seconds to go in the first half. And as you might guess, the crowd is starting to file out. A lot of excitement at the beginning of this game, but it has not gone the way that the Bearcats had hoped. Tennessee High has been dominant on both sides of the ball for most of this half. and really after the first drive when Tennessee High went 3 and out, they have just dominated ever since. And the defense has just not given up anything. Virginia High's offense has just not been able to move the ball at all. Tennessee High's special teams has been really good up to this point, not really allowing Virginia High to start in decent field position. And the offense has just picked up. Once they found their rhythm, they have been just short of unstoppable, using a variety of their offensive weapons to get this lead built out to 36-0. Dishner about ready to boot it away. And it's gone. Kicked inside the 10-yard line again. Laws has an opportunity to return this one. He's going to take it wide to the left. Tries to cut it up and runs into a whole host of Vikings there again. Nice hit there. The initial contact by Tennessee High number 51. And I don't have a 51 on my 51, possibly Josh Amos, I think is who we're looking at there. Nice play by him on the downfield coverage. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Virginia High is going to line up to run a play here, it appears. 2 wides. Quinto offset to the right as a tight end. Hand off to Laws up the middle. And again, he's stopped for no gain, if maybe a slight loss. And that's how kind of how the first half started, and it's definitely how the first half ends, as Tennessee High has put on a dominant performance here in the first half, leading Virginia High 36-0 at halftime. We'll be back here after halftime festivities to bring you the second half. Probably will be a running clock, at least for part of it, as this has continued to be kind of Tennessee High dominating here in the first half. We'll step aside here for a few. We'll be back here, and we got a halftime. Our halftime here is sponsored by UPM Pharmaceuticals, and we'll get you guys some scoring summaries here at the end of the third quarter.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Bristol Sportplex, your destination for fitness, sports, and fun. Stop by to see what's new and join the action. Thank you to Cuddy Insurance, providing peace of mind through comprehensive coverage. For all your insurance needs, they've got you covered. Planning for your financial future? Concord Wealth Partners offers trusted advice and personalized service to help you reach your goals. As a proud supporter of Tennessee High Athletics, they're invested in the success of our students and our community. Hungry after the game? Stop by Johnny Brusco's Pizza for New York-style pizza made fresh with your favorite toppings. Dine in, carry out, or order online. Viking fans know Johnny Brusco's is proud to serve our community. Thanks to Burwell Construction, building a stronger community one project at a time. For quality and integrity in every build, you can trust Burwell. Thank you to Friendship, where friends and great deals come together. Whether you're buying or servicing a car, Friendship's got you covered.
Fuel up the fresh way at Subway. Whether it's a classic footlong, wrap, or fresh-made salad, there's something for everyone. Subway is proud to keep Viking fans going strong both on game day and every day.
Welcome to Moe's. Thanks to Moe's for their support, serving up fresh, flavorful Tex-Mex with a smile. Stop by for a burrito or taco packed just the way you like it. Holston Medical Group is proud to care for our community, offering comprehensive health care for the entire family. With offices across the Tri-Cities, we're here when you need us. Holston Medical Group, keeping Viking fans healthy and strong. Protecting your home, auto, and family starts with Shelter Insurance Agent Freddie Harkleroad. Call or stop by for coverage you can count on. Freddie and Shelter Insurance are proud to cheer alongside Viking fans this season. Had a fender bender? Take it to EM Collision Repair. Their expert team delivers quality repairs and trusted service to get you back on the road. And just like Viking Athletics, they believe in hard work and strong results. We appreciate the support from Renaissance Bank, where financial expertise meets friendly service. Banking better to help you reach your goals. For pizza and more right here in Bristol, head to The Cave, serving up hot, delicious meals the whole family will love. The Cave is more than a restaurant. It's a place where good food and Viking pride come together. A special thank you to Toyota of Bristol, your trusted dealership for the best in Toyota vehicles. Whether you're looking for a new ride or expert service, they've got you covered. A huge thank you to UPM Pharmaceuticals, advancing health and wellness through cutting-edge pharmaceutical solutions. Proud to support our local teams. New to Bristol or looking for a place to live in Bristol? Look no further than rentinbristol.com. A rental business started locally in Bristol in 2012. Rentinbristol.com has many properties to choose from in Bristol, Tennessee and Bristol, Virginia. From single-family houses to apartments and townhomes, rentinbristol.com has a property to meet your rental needs. Visit rentinbristol.com today to find your next rental home.
The Robinette Company in Bristol, Tennessee offers good jobs, competitive pay, great benefits, and a sanitary work environment. Join our progressive team in ultra-modern facilities and be part of a vital company in the flexible packaging industry. Participate proudly in the manufacture of packaging for leading American products such as Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. The Robinette Company. Apply at therobinettecompany.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. I'm your host, CJ Mannahan. Got some stats for you here at the end of the first half. Basically, from a yardage perspective, I think we calculated that Virginia High is actually in the negatives in the first half of it. Negative about 22 yards overall. Tennessee High on the scoring front, touchdowns from Baron Harkleroad, 2. One from Riley Price, one from Elijah Plumbar, and one by Knox Kazee. Jack Richardson responsible for 3 of those touchdowns through the air, including an interception. So our end of halftime scoring summary, brought to you by RentonBristol.com, is, well, the game started out in just kind of wild fashion. Some ineffective offensive possessions, and then a safety for Tennessee High, which kind of opened things up. And from there, just a dominant performance on both offense and defense. Again, obviously specifically on defense, where Tennessee High has held Virginia High to negative yardage for an entire half. And I think also somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 penalties in the first half on the Bearcats as well, for over 100 yards. Seemed like just about every other play we had a flag on the field. Both sides kind of suffered through some penalties in the first half, but for Virginia High, they just kind of became devastating, on top of the fact that they just couldn't push the ball down the field at all. So it's one of those scenarios in these rivalry games that both teams came out, I think, really excited for an opportunity to get at one another. It's been the first time in, like I said, 5 years since this game is scheduled, 6 years since it's been played. And there was a little bit of both high energy but also nerves in that early phase, which you would expect in a game of this magnitude. Teams separated by just a state line, just across town. But anyway, once Tennessee High started to find their offensive rhythm, they just have not stopped. Scored basically 5 unanswered touchdowns after that safety to begin the ball game, and there's just been no looking back. So we'll see exactly how the things happen in the second half. I would suspect that Tennessee High will probably have at least one more possession with their starters in. But again, depending on how this actually works, again, we're on the Virginia side of town. Not so familiar with the VHSL rules versus the TSSAA rules, but we'll find out as far as running clock and things of that nature with this game, pretty well in hand for Tennessee High at this point, especially looking at the stats. When we look at that, it's very lopsided in that scenario. We got about 1 minute and 45 seconds or so before the second half kickoff. And remember that Tennessee High won the toss and deferred, so they're actually going to get the ball first here in the second half. So we'll step aside for just about a minute. Come back and we'll start second half here shortly on the Viking Sports Network. Stick with us.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Bristol Sportplex, your destination for fitness, sports, and fun. Stop by to see what's new and join the action. Thanks to Burwell Construction, building a stronger community one project at a time. For quality and integrity in every build, you can trust Burwell. Thank you to Friendship, where friends and great deals come together. Whether you're buying or servicing a car, Friendship's got you covered. Hungry after the game? Stop by Johnny Brusco's Pizza for New York-style pizza made fresh with your favorite toppings. Dine in, carry out, or order online. Viking fans know Johnny Brusco's is proud to serve our community. A special thank you to Toyota of Bristol, your trusted dealership for the best in Toyota vehicles. Whether you're looking for a new ride or expert service, they've got you covered. Protecting your home, auto, and family starts with shelter insurance agent Freddie Harkleroad. Call or stop by for coverage you can count on. Freddie and Shelter Insurance are proud to cheer alongside Viking fans this season. A huge thank you to UPM Pharmaceuticals, advancing health and wellness through cutting-edge pharmaceutical solutions. Proud to support our local teams. For pizza and more right here in Bristol, head to The Cave, serving up hot, delicious meals the whole family will love. The Cave is more than a restaurant. It's a place where good food and Viking pride come together.
Fuel up the fresh way at Subway. Whether it's a classic footlong, wrap, or fresh-made salad, there's something for everyone. Subway is proud to keep Viking fans going strong both on game day and every day.
We appreciate the support from Renaissance Bank, where financial expertise meets friendly service. Banking better to help you reach your goals. Welcome to Moe's. Thanks to Moe's for their support, serving up fresh, flavorful Tex-Mex with a smile. Stop by for a burrito or taco packed just the way you like it. Planning for your financial future? Concord Wealth Partners offers trusted advice and personalized service to help you reach your goals. As a proud supporter of Tennessee High Athletics, they are invested in the success of our students and our community. Holston Medical Group is proud to care for our community, offering comprehensive health care for the entire family. With offices across the Tri-Cities, we're here when you need us. Holston Medical Group, keeping Viking fans healthy and strong.
To the Viking Sports Network. Second half about getting ready underway here. Virginia High going to boot it away. Tennessee High is going to get an opportunity to return a kick for the first time this evening as Owen Dean, number 4, place kicker for Virginia High, is going to kick this thing away. Harkleroad and Price back deep for Tennessee High to receive. Kind of a short kick right to the up man. That's Cannon Stallnaker, who caught that on the line drive and is able to pull that back out to close to the 50-yard line. So kind of a directional kick low, but Stallnaker was able to grab that right out of the air and takes it up to the Tennessee High 48-yard line. So great starting field position for Tennessee High here as they are going to be on the move. Still with the starters in the ball game here, which we expected would probably be the case at least for this opening drive. Again, Tennessee High up 36-0 as we start this third quarter. Richardson in the backfield, 3 wides, and Carter Smith in the backfield, I believe. And he takes it up front, gets picked up about 2 or 3, right up through the middle. No, I'm sorry, that is Stallnaker, the aforementioned one. Got the return that open kicking off. Stallnaker gets a carry there. Picks up, like I said, picks up about 3. Puts the ball just on the other side of the Virginia High part of the 50-yard line. So into Virginia High territory. 2nd and 7. Same set. Harkleroad and Price off to the right. Music to the left. Boer kind of playing the up back. A little fake by Richardson. Finds Boer in the flat. He's got a nice block outside by Price. Boer slips a tackle. Is it still going inside the 20-yard line? Really nice block by Riley Price to spring that, and Boer took it the rest of the way. But yet again, there's a flag on the field. So we'll see what this is all about. Got an illegal man downfield on Tennessee High. Again, really nice play call there. They've been able to exploit the Virginia High defense, especially in the flats. They've had a couple of passes to Dane Music, and that one was to Cooper Boer, which would have gone for close to 30 yards, but it's coming back because of an ineligible player downfield. So this will push Tennessee High back 5 yards, bringing up about a 2nd and 11 or 12. Now we're back on the Tennessee High side of the 50-yard line at Tennessee High's about 45.5. So 2nd and about 14 after that play was negated. Again, stack set. This is the touchdown kind of route that they had Price on. Well, it's pushed downfield, and there's Price by himself. He's got it. He bobbled it, but was able to reel it in. Would have had a touchdown if he'd caught that cleanly, but a really nice toss downfield by Richardson. Price had it kind of bounce off his hands. He bobbled it a second time and then was able to pull it in. He's got both hands on his helmet right now thinking, oh, man, that was a touchdown if he had it. But he was able to pull it in and picks up a gain of about 35 yards on that play as Richardson slung that ball downfield right into his waiting hands. And Tennessee High's on the move again. Stallnaker back in the backfield with Richardson, 3 wides. Music in motion, and we've got another penalty. And this one's going to be a false start. This has been kind of how the night's gone. Both offenses having a hard time in stages keeping their rhythm because of the penalties. Tennessee High's been able to overcome those, specifically because of their passing game. Virginia High has struggled all night because of those penalties being behind the sticks. But Tennessee High will be backed up 5 yards. 1st and 15 on the 19-yard line of Virginia High. Same set. Brings Music in motion. Blitz up the middle. Stallnaker steps around it, breaks a tackle, heads upfield and falls forward. And he's going to pick up about 5. Got most of the penalty yardage back, maybe with another half yard or yard added to it. Nifty run there by Stallnaker. Was able to avoid a couple of tackles and then a nice physical run to finish it. Picks up basically the penalty yardage back. So 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. Music comes back in motion the other direction. They're going to pop past that to him as well. He's going to get around the edge, cuts it up, and is close to the Tennessee High first down. A little short. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 2. So Tennessee has run that play several times this evening with really good effect. They're doing a great job of sealing the edges and allowing the receiver to be able to get around and then cut up field. Got Knox Kazee into the ball game, I believe, the running quarterback on 3rd and shorts. 3rd and about 3 or 4. It must have music must have stepped out of bounds over there. Didn't get a great spot. Here's quarterback power with Kazee. Nice little cut, and I think he's going to pick up a first down. Off to the right-hand side that time, Kazee, and I believe, well, he's still maybe going to mark him just short. Looks like it's going to be 4th down and maybe just a half a yard, as we are now under 8 minutes here in the first half. It is a first down. I thought so, based on what I was seeing here. So it is 1st and goal. Tennessee High at the 4-yard line. Kazee in the backfield with Stallnaker. Power with Boer and Fagans to the right. Ball's handed off to Stallnaker, and he is right at the goal line. Looks like it's going to be just short. So 2nd down and goal from about the half-yard line, it appears, as Tennessee High continues to push this ball downfield. Again, mix of run and pass. Short yardage situations, they brought Knox Kazee in, who's a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit more of a running style quarterback. He's in the game currently with Stallnaker in the backfield. Frank Reed also in the game as kind of an H-back along with Fagans. Here goes Kazee, and he walks into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Tennessee High lead continues to increase. And this game is pretty well in hand at this point. Tennessee High with an opportunity. Figured they'd probably go one more series with their starters in, and that'll probably be the end of that for this evening, as Tennessee High will get an opportunity to play some of the younger guys as the latter part of this game continues to push through. And I venture to say it's probably going to be a running clock going forward here, definitely in the 4th quarter. And this quarter has been pretty well chopped up in half on that one drive. Dishner with the extra point is good, and the lead now compounds to 43-0 for Tennessee High. I would venture to say that the starters have done their work for the evening, and we'll get a chance to see some of the up-and-coming guys on the Tennessee High roster here for the second half of this 3rd quarter, and then I'm assuming for the entirety of the 4th quarter as well. It's one of those things, especially when you're in kind of mid-season here. This is game number 5 for Tennessee High. They've played well all the way through their non-conference schedule, had tough games, tough losses against Elizabeth and Science Hill. Went on the road last week and played very well against a Cocke County team in their first region game of the year. 35-0 was the final there. And here they have come across town and really made a statement against Virginia High as well. And again, in a game that hasn't been played in more than half a decade, Tennessee High definitely came out ready, and their defense has just been suffocating all night. And obviously their offense has gotten on track as well as the night has continued. A really, really good mix of run and pass, and from this sportscaster's view, as you know, from that 30,000-foot view, that second half of that Elizabethan game, I think, is where the offense started to break out, and they've played really well ever since. The defense has really played steady most of the year, and tonight has sort of been a bang-up performance. Yeah, bang-up performance by both sides of the ball, but specifically by the defense, who's just not allowed anything. And there's Dishner with a nice kickoff over the head of Wellington that time and into the end zone for a touchback. And Bearcats will have the ball at the 20-yard line to start this drive. Again, 43-0 here at Gene Malcom Stadium on the Virginia side of Bristol. All Tennessee High so far this evening, as we are about halfway through the 3rd quarter. And I would think, like I said, I'm not exactly sure what the rules are here on the Virginia side, whether it's just running clock in the 4th quarter or if it's running clock for the rest of this. I'll keep an eye on that to see if it rolls through. But anyway, the game well in hand for Tennessee High at this point. We have Graham and Laws in the backfield. Hand off to Laws up the middle. Breaks it off to the right. Breaks one tackle and picks up about 3 on that first down play. And you hate to look at that as, 3 yards as being, one of the better runs of the night, but I would venture to say that Laws is still probably in negative territory in terms of his overall production. Tennessee High's defensive line just doing a great job of keeping him bottled up all night. So 2nd and 7 from the 23. 3 wides for Virginia High. Graham and Laws in the backfield. As we've seen, there goes Quinto in motion. And we've got some more movement in the backfield. So Virginia High has been struggling all night long with procedure penalties. I think that's their 6th or 7th procedure penalty here in just 2.5 quarters. It's been a struggle all night. But again, Tennessee High's been getting off the ball so well that I think the Virginia High offensive linemen have just been trying to get that snap count right so they can get themselves in the best position to block. But it just has not worked well for them here this evening. So 2nd and about 12. Back inside the 20-yard line at the 18. Hand off to Laws, and there's Fagans, who just demolishes Laws in the backfield for a loss of about 5 or 6. I mean, he got there almost, it just timed the blitz perfectly, and Laws barely got the ball in his hand before he ended up on the ground there that time. He got a player shaken up here on the field. So we've got a referee's timeout as they get to him. Both teams going to head to the sidelines, it appears. Virginia High medical staff out to deal with that. And I think we'll see the red hat on the field. We do. So we'll step away for a minute for an injury timeout. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network to bring you the rest of the 3rd quarter.
Had a fender bender? Take it to EM Collision Repair. Their expert team delivers quality repairs and trusted service to get you back on the road. And just like Viking Athletics, they believe in hard work and strong results. Thank you to Cuddy Insurance, providing peace of mind through comprehensive coverage. For all your insurance needs, they've got you covered. New to Bristol or looking for a place to live in Bristol? Look no further than rentinbristol.com. A rental business started locally in Bristol in 2012. Rentinbristol.com has many properties to choose from in Bristol, Tennessee and Bristol, Virginia. From single-family houses to apartments and townhomes, rentinbristol.com has a property to meet your rental needs. Visit rentinbristol.com today to find your next rental home.
The Robinette Company in Bristol, Tennessee offers good jobs, competitive pay, great benefits, and a sanitary work environment. Join our progressive team in ultra-modern facilities and be part of a vital company in the flexible packaging industry. Participate proudly in the manufacture of packaging for leading American products such as Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. The Robinette Company. Apply at therobinettecompany.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Quick pass there by Graham out to Rowe in the flat. Picked up about 5 or 6, but that's going to be short of the first down. So 4th down and about 8. We've got Quinto back on to punt. Virginia High's backed up in their territory. They're going to boot it away. Quinto with the snap. Kicks that away. Utzman back is going to throw the fair catch hand up, and he pulls it in at about the 46 or 47-yard line of Tennessee High. So another defensive stop for the Vikings, and we do see some new faces rolling out onto the field here as expected. We're going to get some folks that, some of the younger guys get some varsity reps here in this evening. And we're going to get a TV timeout here as well. So we'll just had a TV timeout, but I guess they're going to take a second one. They're going to see a lot of running clock in the second half, so they're taking advantage of it. We'll step aside with them. Back here to bring you the last 4 minutes and 5 seconds of the third quarter here on the Viking Sports Network.
A special thank you to Toyota of Bristol, your trusted dealership for the best in Toyota vehicles. Whether you're looking for a new ride or expert service, they've got you covered. Hungry after the game? Stop by Johnny Brusco's Pizza for New York-style pizza made fresh with your favorite toppings. Dine in, carry out, or order online. Viking fans know Johnny Brusco's is proud to serve our community. A huge thank you to UPM Pharmaceuticals, advancing health and wellness through cutting-edge pharmaceutical solutions. Proud to support our local teams. Protecting your home, auto, and family starts with Shelter Insurance Agent Freddie Harkleroad. Call or stop by for coverage you can count on. Freddie and Shelter Insurance are proud to cheer alongside Viking fans this season.
Fuel up the fresh way at Subway. Whether it's a classic footlong, wrap, or fresh-made salad, there's something for everyone. Subway is proud to keep Viking fans going strong both on game day and every day.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Tennessee High takes over at their 47-yard line. A whole host of new players in the ballgame. We'll introduce you to several of them here shortly. The quarterback is number 14, Gannon Meyer. He's getting his first full run. He got a few minutes in the Science Hill game after an injury or short injury to Richardson. So he hands off up the middle to number 24. That is Graham Bailey, junior, running back. I see several changes on the offensive line, including number 70, Peyton Lomans, into the ball game. Number 71, Grayson Cooper, into the game as well, along with number 74, Aiden Garcia. Number 76, Caden Dean. Snap there. Meyer fakes it. It's going to roll to his left, down the field, and it is complete to number 7. That is Heath Swaggerty with the catch on that play. Nice throw down the field by Meyer, but there is another flag on the field, and it is a uneligible man downfield. We had quite a few of the offensive linemen beyond the 3-yard mark there, so it could have been on several of them in that particular case. But again, nice play there by Meyer, rolling to his weak side, had to flip his hips and throw it downfield, and Swaggerty was there to make a nice catch. But that is negated by that penalty. And we'll get second and about 10 after that play, with Meyer in the backfield. Swaggerty, Holt, and Peak are your wide receivers. Hand off to Bailey, cuts it up, and picks up about 2 or 3 to the left-hand side. Max Holt, Ian Peak, along with Heath Swaggerty out there as your wide receivers. Number 51, Josh Amos, as well as playing on the right-hand side, playing right tackle. So we're going to have a third and about 9, it appears, as the clock ticks down towards 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Some good opportunity for some of these younger guys to get some good varsity reps in here. Myers back in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right, look for an open receiver, finds Peak, steps out of a tackle, and takes a pretty good wallop there as he crosses the 50-yard line. Good pass there by Meyer, but it's going to be short of the first down. Picked up about 5, and they needed 9. So ball's right on the nose of the 50-yard line, and Tennessee High is going to kick it away. Minute and 30 seconds to go. Nice looking throw there by Meyer, though. Really confident on both of those. One rolling to his right, one rolling to his left. Showed good arm strength, good accuracy. Richardson's going to step back and boot this one away. Number 22, Almany, is the return man. Directional kick. That ends up right down the middle. Ball is bouncing towards the end zone. Is going to check up beautifully at about the 2-yard line. And Tennessee High gets another really good special teams play. I'm telling you, as far as special teams is concerned, this is one of the best pieces of film Tennessee High teams put on in quite a while. Everything from, like I said, from punt coverage to kick coverage, extra points, the whole thing. It's really good film on that here at this particular stage. So, clock is running. We're going to be at about 30 seconds here once Virginia High breaks the huddle. They are backed up. It looks like number 9, Joel Edwards, is the new running back in the backfield. Ball is handed off to Edwards. He picks up about a yard or 2. And that's going to end the third quarter here as the clock will run all the way through the fourth as well with this lead. Tennessee High up 43-0. Virginia High backed up in their own territory where they've been a good portion of the night. So, end of the third, Tennessee High 43, Virginia High 0. We'll be back for a running clock fourth quarter. Stick with us here on the Viking Sports Network. Tennessee High dominating.
Welcome to Moe's. Thanks to Moe's for their support, serving up fresh, flavorful Tex-Mex with a smile. Stop by for a burrito or taco packed just the way you like it. Planning for your financial future? Concord Wealth Partners offers trusted advice and personalized service to help you reach your goals. As a proud supporter of Tennessee High athletics, they are invested in the success of our students and our community. Thank you to Friendship, where friends and great deals come together. Whether you're buying or servicing a car, Friendship's got you covered. Had a fender bender? Take it to EM Collision Repair. Their expert team delivers quality repairs and trusted service to get you back on the road. And just like Viking Athletics, they believe in hard work and strong results.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. I'm your host, CJ Mannahan. End of the third quarter summary brought to you by Freddie Harkleroad's Shelter Insurance. Tennessee High added 1 score in the third quarter. That was a short run by Knox Kazee, his second touchdown of the evening. And Tennessee High in commanding fashion, 43-0 over Virginia High here as we begin the fourth. Again, it will be a running clock, so this will probably go pretty quickly as both sides have got some backups in, getting some younger guys, some varsity run here this evening. But Tennessee High came across town and really, with focused determination on both sides of the ball and on special teams, has just kind of really dominated this game from the beginning. So, new quarterback into the game as well. I'm sorry, that's Graham. That's still Graham, number 12 in the game, but new running back in number 9, Edwards. Second down and about 8. Handoff to Edwards. He cuts to the outside, gains some positive yardage, and he's going to probably pick up a first down, maybe. I think it's, and that may be their first down. I was thinking about that as we were rolling through, and I just trying to remember if they actually had a first down in the first half or not, and I'm not sure that they did. They got the turnover deep in that territory, but that ended up being all the way down to a fourth. I think that's their first down of the evening, which is pretty wild when you think about it. But so anyway, we've got an injury timeout on the field. Looks like maybe we got some cramping going on. Yep, it was a warm evening here, but high was in the upper 80s today, which is temperatures here in East Tennessee have been really pretty mild here this last little bit. It's been kind of mild and dry, but today was pretty warm. I'm kind of surprised we hadn't seen a little bit more of that, but anyway. First down and 10 for Virginia High coming up at their 13.5-yard line. So the ball's still deep in their territory, but again, I don't have an official scoring mechanism going on, but I'm pretty certain that's the first down that Virginia High's had on offense this evening. And we are all the way into the fourth quarter at this point. Anyway, 3 wideouts for Virginia High. Graham in the backfield is going to send Rowe in motion. Blitz up the middle for Tennessee High. Goes Edwards off the end. Takes a good shot from Cannon Stolnaker, and he's wrapped up and tackled for about a 2-yard gain there by Tennessee High's number 62. That's Josiah Beidelman. Going to give him forward progress out for about a 4-yard gain, actually. It's going to be 2nd and 6. At about the 18-yard line for Virginia High. 2 wides, kind of a bunch formation. Edwards and Graham in the backfield. Rowe comes in motion the other direction. Snap, inside handoff to Edwards, who breaks a tackle, gets loose. Ooh, it might have had an opportunity to go a long distance, but that play was blown dead. Not sure exactly why that play was blown dead. I honestly don't. I'm a little bit dumbfounded on why that play was blown dead. Side judge is explaining to the Virginia High sideline why he made that call. I'm not sure why, quite honestly. But it fits with some of the kind of craziness that's happened this evening here for sure. But anyway, that's going to be a gain of about 3. So setting up a 3rd and short. 3rd and about 3 as well for Virginia High. 15-yard line thereabouts. Graham and Edwards in the backfield. Straight up handoff to Edwards. Makes a nice move through the hole, and he's going to be just a little short of the first down there, I believe. Nice job by the Vikings defensive line there, stopping that play from going any further. Number 22, Rhett Miller, in on the tackle there. Rhett, just a freshman. Goes Rowe in motion again. Straight handoff to Edwards, who slips to the outside. He's got room to run here. Run down by Carter Smith after a nice gain up to the 45-yard line. So Edwards getting the bulk of the carries. He's going to limp off there. It's a kind of a hard shot down onto the natural grass, but a nice run on his part. Takes it all the way out to the Virginia High 44-yard line. First down. Again, the clock continues to run. We're under 9 minutes here. That will be the case all the way through the 4th quarter. Virginia High first down. Graham hands off up the middle. Nice play from the edge. That's Cannon Stolnaker on that tackle of number 8. That is Jere Bryant. Picked up about 3. Out to the 47-yard line of Virginia High. Second down and 7. 3 wides for Virginia High. Graham and Bryant in the backfield. Straight handoff to Bryant up the middle. Shakes a tackle. He's got himself loose to the edge. Nice play, and he's run down and hit hard by Max Holt. Made an impact, but a nice run down the sideline there from Bryant, who picks up about 30 on the play. So nice positive run for the Bearcats there on that position. Good vision there that time by Bryant. Was able to slip out the right-hand side. Good blocking up front. Holt had to come across the field. And he laid the wood to him there, but a nice pickup. It's going to move the ball down to about the 20-yard line, Tennessee High's 20-yard line. So again, same set, 3 wides for Virginia High. First and 10 from the 20. Hand off to Bryant right up the middle. He gets through to the second level and is pushing towards the end zone. It's brought down just shy at about the 2-yard line. So another nice run by Bryant. Rips off another 18 yards, and Virginia High is in the best position they've been in all night by a long shot with an opportunity to put some points on the board. Ticking under 7 minutes. So first and goal from the 2-yard line. Virginia High with a couple of nice back-to-back runs by Jere Bryant. He's in the backfield with Graham here currently. It's be a straight handoff to him. He's hitting the backfield, but he shakes the tackle, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. So Virginia High gets on the board for the first time this evening with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left in the ball game, and the home crowd approves. Nice job there by Jere Bryant. Came on off the bench, ripped off 2 nice runs, and then is rewarded by capping that off from short yardage. And now Virginia High on the field to kick the extra point. Number 4, Owen Dean, is the place kicker, lining it up. Dean lines it up. Here's the snap. Good hold, and he boots it through. So Virginia High cuts the Tennessee High lead from 43 points down to 36, 43-7, as we sit here 6 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Again, we got a running clock going because of the score. So Tennessee High will take over. An opportunity to possibly run the clock out, quite honestly, with a couple of first downs as the bleachers start to clear out. What has been a beautiful evening here in Bristol. Certainly glad to see this rivalry back in play. Obviously, in other sports, basketball specifically, there's been quite a bit of back and forth. Both sides having excellent teams over the last several years. Shout out to Coach Mike McMeans and Coach Julius Galashaw of Tennessee High and Virginia High, respectively. Both guys do a great job with their basketball programs, for sure. Highly respected guys, and rightly so. Virginia High getting ready to boot this thing away. Again, 6 minutes and 33 seconds left. The clock will run as soon as the ball is kicked, and will run as long as there's not a timeout or a score. Do see that the red hat snuck on the field on us there. Wasn't expecting this to be an extended timeout, but it is. But we'll just talk through it. So just a couple of programming notes. Next week, Tennessee High will be back at home taking on Abingdon. So a home game, another non-conference game before Tennessee High finishes up the season with conference games against Crockett, Boone, Sevier County, and Morristown West. I believe the last 2 games are on the road, so senior night is going to be kind of like the third to last game of that action. So check your schedules. Obviously, all home games will be broadcasting live with a live stream, and then away games will be bringing you, like we are tonight, the live stream audio. As Tennessee High is going to get one more tune-up game for the rest of their season, but they have played extremely well over the last several weeks. And I would expect that to continue as they continue to gain confidence. All right, Virginia High is ready to boot it away. Dean is going to step back and let it fly. Short kick on the ground. Stallnaker has that ball go through his hands, and it's recovered by the up back there, which is Riley Price, right about the 30-yard line. So the clock is ticking. Tennessee High takes over at the 30. And they bring a similar unit out. I see number 10, Liam Holt, into the game for the first time. Number 68, Anatoly Moha, into the game as well. So the guys getting some run. Number 3, Brenton Baker, into the game as well. As Meyer takes the snap, hands it off, and there's a run off the right-hand side. Good tackle there. Virginia High, number 30, makes the tackle. Number 23, Lucas Schaefer on the run. Picks up about a yard and a half. 5.5 to go here. So call it 2nd and 8 from the 32-yard line. So Meyer gets to play from the sideline. I will say with this this younger bunch up front, pretty good size for Tennessee High on these kind of looks like probably freshman and sophomore offensive linemen. So Some promise there for sure. He goes Schaefer off the right-hand side, gets the corner. Nice burst of speed there by Schaefer. Got to change gears and picked up about 7. Schaefer just a sophomore, so again, another one of these, that sophomore class, very talented. As we've mentioned a bunch of their names tonight. Kazee with a couple of touchdowns. Stallnaker we've mentioned. Carter Smith, Bo Utzman, several of those guys, all sophomores, getting some good run and also some major contributors as well throughout this scenario. Number 29, Aiden Darby into the game as well, playing the wide receiver out here wide. Meyer takes the snap, fakes it. Oh, good little keeper right there. It looks like he's going to probably pick up a first down, and he will. Nice play. Sneaky little play there. Good ball handling by Meyer. Good, went around the corner and picked up the first. Picked up about 3, which is more than enough, and Tennessee High will allow that clock to continue to tick. Number 34, Zen Call into the game again, freshman. Number 39, Jackson Walden, playing some wide receiver on the field here as well. Also, yep, the call we'd mentioned. Meyer in the shotgun with 3 wides. Getting everybody set. Plenty of time on the play clock. Meyer going to change the play. Handoff straight up the middle. Nice move there. Through the hole, number 32, Tristan Mead. Another freshman. Getting some run here and made a nice little nifty move in the hole to pick up a couple of yards. Picked up about 3. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go here as the clock continues to tick. The second down and about 7 from the Tennessee High 43.5-yard line. Number 28, Peyton Walker into the ball game for Tennessee High. Playing some wide receiver. Goes Mead again up the middle. Picked up another 3. Number 31, sorry, that was number 31, Colley, Braylon Colley on the carry that time. Got a touch, picked up about 3 yards, so we got about 3rd and about 4 or 5, it looks like. Just on the Tennessee High side of the field at about the 47, 48-yard line. So Meyer is going to take the snap. Handoff, looking to get outside, cuts it up, and knocked down short of the first down. That's number 47, Kanan Waldron. Picked up about 2 yards on the play, and that's going to bring 4th down up for Tennessee High. 4th and about 3. Looks like Tennessee High is probably going to go for it, see if they can pick up this 3 yards, and that'll essentially end the ball game. We're under 2 minutes to go here with this running clock. They may actually allow it to run down and then call a timeout, and then maybe boot it away. So we'll see what Coach Holt decides to do. The play clock is not running here currently, so the Tennessee High is not breaking a huddle because the play clock's not running, but the game clock is. So not sure exactly what we're going to do here, or if the referees are just going to allow this thing to run out and call it good. Well, Meyer's going to take, Coach Holt's going to take a timeout. And I would suspect that Tennessee High is probably going to end up booting this away. With 1:18 seconds left here in the 4th quarter, Tennessee High currently up 43-7. And we do have the red hat on the field, so we'll step aside one last time here this evening and be back here shortly to bring you this last 1:18 seconds.
Thank you to Cuddy Insurance, providing peace of mind through comprehensive coverage. For all your insurance needs, they've got you covered. Thanks to Burwill Construction, building a stronger community one project at a time. For quality and integrity in every build, you can trust Burwill. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Bristol Sportplex, your destination for fitness, sports, and fun. Stop by to see what's new and join the action. Holston Medical Group is proud to care for our community, offering comprehensive health care for the entire family. With offices across the Tri-Cities, we're here when you need us. Holston Medical Group, keeping Viking fans healthy and strong. We appreciate the support from Renaissance Bank, where financial expertise meets friendly service. Banking better to help you reach your goals. For pizza and more right here in Bristol, head to The Cave, serving up hot, delicious meals the whole family will love. The Cave is more than a restaurant. It's a place where good food and Viking pride come together.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 4th and about 3. Tennessee High is going to go for it, see if they can pick up this first down and end the game. Here at this juncture, Meyer's going to take it off to the right-hand side. Looks like he's going to pick it up on his own, and he will. Steps down, it's first down, and that will basically do it here for this particular evening, which has been dominated really from start to finish by Tennessee High. Again, 43-7. Virginia High scored their first and only touchdown here late in the 4th quarter, and has just been kind of a really top-to-bottom dominant performance by Tennessee High. Congratulations to Coach Holt and his staff, as well as to all the Tennessee High players. They really earned this one this evening. And again, put a stamp on this this ball game that hasn't been played in several years. Now, again, just as a reminder, next week on Friday, we'll be back at the Stone Castle, bringing you live stream action that will include Tennessee High taking on Abingdon High School, another Virginia school. And then we'll get you up to date with the rest of the schedule as we head to through the rest of the year. Would be all conference games after that as we move into October. Tennessee High with a late bye this year as well. I think it's it's in later October before they actually get a bye. So, but they are hitting their stride right now, obviously as evidenced by the outcome tonight. Again, Tennessee High over Virginia High from Gene Malcom Stadium, 43-7. I'm your host, CJ Mannahan, signing off for the evening. As always, Viking Pride.